Masala guitar time! Yeah! How's it going, guys? Hope you're all having a fantastic week! Today's lick, well, actually it's a solo that I did. I ended up recording a solo for a minute or so, or however long it was. I don't know. I'll find out when I edit the video. It was a real blast doing that. I'd come up with this little kind of riff lick type of thing while I was having a guitar lesson last week, and I was showing the students something, and I came up with this kind of pattern which I wanted to show you, and then I kind of figured it out in a different position on the neck in a different key, and then I wanted to show you that, and then I kind of figured there was something else I wanted to show you, so I'm going to show you just little bits and pieces today. This is a really nice kind of just box of sweets for you. Indian treats for you today. Yeah, that's why I called it the Jalebi lick. Yeah, Jalebi is this. If you're not Indian, you haven't had Jalebi before, go have some, because it is very sweet, it's very sticky, it's very delicious. Yeah, just like this lickety lick, man. So I'm going to show you bits and pieces from this, but first of all, shout out for these three people: Sticks, Ron Robertson, and my sister. Yeah, all for wearing Masala Guitar t-shirt, man. Yeah, check it out. And how cool do they look? You know you want one, so click the link and go buy yourself one, because they're super cool, and they're available in all sorts of colors, all sorts of sizes and styles and stuff like that. And I'm gonna have some more designs for you in the near future. Yeah, but get yourselves a Masala Guitar t-shirt, because it helps to support the channel as well. Alrighty, I'm gonna show you these licks, and I'm going to be showing you on this wonderful Vola Zenith guitar, which is strung with Dogal strings. Alright guys, let's get going with it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Masala guitar, man. Masala guitar licks. You know you want it, man, isn't it? Let's get our spice on. Yeah! Getting me some tones from this lovely guitar, and these two wonderful pedals, the Just Be Cool pedal, which I built, which is by Jed's Peds, and my Tube Screamer, and that's going into the clean channel for my Blue Guitar Amp 1, and it sounds great. Anywho's, I know you guys love watching me play, but I need to teach you some stuff, right? Alrighty, so there are a couple of licks within this solo that I really wanted to show you and share with you. So the first was that beginning lick, which actually just started off with a bend. There was that beginning bend that I wanted to show you, and that last bend, that compound bend, which I did. So what I did was I started off on the 7th fret of the B string, and I'm playing in the key of D minor, D flat minor actually, because I'm half step down, tuned half step down. And basically what happened was, when I started recording, I had so much sustain from this guitar and just the pedals and stuff that I just held that note. I bent it up half step. So just that simple move of actually bending the note up, holding it, and then bringing it back down and doing vibrato created just the right ambience. You know, sometimes simplicity on guitar is all you need. You just need to do that in order to kind of make a statement. And you know, for that, when I recorded this track today, that made a huge impact and statement. Didn't need anything else. That's something I learned from Andy Timmons, watching him play, and actually, you know, just listening to him talk about doing bends and just holding them, not doing any vibrato. You know, just do a bend. It creates a different feel, it creates a tension there, right? It creates that point where you can just focus as well. So just a beautiful thing to do. Alright, so I started off with that bend. I did it up and down. And then some vibrato. Then I did this. I did the 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret. All on the B string, and I'm just using my 3rd finger here, just sliding it up because it's not a fast lick. And the reason I'm using my 3rd finger as well is because I'm going to do a compound bend from the 10th fret of the B string here. So I'm going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm going half step up, and then I'm going 1.5 steps up and bringing it back down to half step, and then bringing it back to the note. So do the first bend up and down, and then I'm going to do a 1.5 step bend. And hopefully not screw it up like that. I want to bring it back to half step. And then I pull off to the 10th fret here. Now a really good way to kind of judge this is to figure out where the string travels to when you do the bend. So when I do half step bend, if I actually look at the string in relation to the dot here, the 12th fret marker, the bottom marker, it's just above that. Now when I do a 1.5 step bend, if I look at the string now, it's a little above the center. So just in terms of my eye line, it's a little above the center point there. So when I need to bring it back down to half step, I can actually keep an eye on the string and make sure that it returns to that same place in relation to the dot and where I'm looking. It's a really good way to actually get your bends absolutely spot on when you're looking at the guitar. And initially, you know, while you're getting a feel of it, look at your fretboard. No reason to look up at the sky or the wall or something. Once you know it, then go ahead, do it. You know, do the rock star thing. But while you're learning it, watch your fretboard, watch your fingers. Alrighty, so that was those two bends. They were just lovely to do. Then I did something which was kind of a little bit unexpected. I was just jamming over the track and I came up with this lick here. Which I loved, and it fits so well with the Masala guitar thing. So what I'm doing there is 8th fret, then the 10th fret on the B string, then I'm sliding to the 13th fret. Okay, from here, what I'm going to do is go over to the 11th fret of the G string. I'm going to pick the 11th fret and slide to the 7th fret of the G. And then I went back to the 5th fret, put a pinch harmonic on the note, and lots of vibrato. Again, it was just a wonderful move to make, you know, in the scheme of it. I just love that. It was a lovely lick. Alrighty, the next one that I'm going to show you is the one that I came up with during a guitar lesson that I was giving. And I was showing some solo stuff and, you know, just my fingers were doing their thing. and I came up with this Masala lick, which was cool. And then I was playing around with this a similar pattern a couple of days ago, and I hit this pattern. So this is what I played. So hammer on pull off kind of thing going on there, and I'm using 3 sequential frets during the lick, which I shall explain. So I started off on the open D string, and then I'm hammering on to the 12th fret of the D string, and then the 13th. So that's my first move. I'm going to, well, I'm playing the root again, and then I'm playing the second, or flattened second in this case. Yeah. You might remember that from last week's or last time's Masala guitar, where I was showing how I used the flattened second and also the sharp 7th. That's coming up in a second. Yeah. So that first move, 0 on the D string, 12 on the D string, 13 on the D string. Then I'm going to the G string at the 11th fret, picking it, and I'm doing a bend up and down. So the bend is a half step bend, and often I'll try and put a pinch harmonic on it. It gives that cool kind of vibe. Just a very quick bend up and down. And then I'll come back to the D string, do 13, 12, 0. And this time I'm picking them and making them a little bit slower. And then I'm going to pick the open D string again and then hammer on to the 11th fret and then back to the 12th fret. So the 11th fret is my sharp 7th. So I'm using the sharp 7th, the root, and the flattened second. Which is a very, very, very cool sound. Then what I did was I actually switched over to this. So towards the back end of the lick, I changed up the pattern. So this time what I did was I picked up the open D string, then onto the 11 and the 12 on the D string. Same bend on the G string at the 11th fret. Then when I came back, I did the 12, 11, 0. And then picked the D string again and hammered back onto the 11 and 12. So a slightly different pattern, gives a slightly different vibe. A little bit of a happier vibe, right? So the contrast between the two works really well, especially with the changeover in the middle. The first one's actually quite heavy sounding. Second one's slightly lighter. So there you go, that's the third one. I'm going to show you one more. Alrighty, the other thing I am going to show you today is actually something I learned from a guy named George Lynch. Now, you may be familiar that I am familiar with a few things that George has done in his time. And this is one of the things I picked up. It's an arpeggio shape. And I'm going to play this over 3 octaves. So I'll show you the arpeggio first, and then I'll explain it. So do the play one more time. Alright, so I'm doing the same shape over 3 octaves, and then I'm doing a slide at the end. So I'm starting off on the 10th fret of the low E string. Then I'm going to the 9 and the 12 on the A string. I'm just using alternate picking for this. And then I'm moving this up an octave, so I'll start on the 12th fret of the D string and go to the 11, 14 on the G. One more octave up, I'm going to start at the 15 on the B string and then do 14, 17 on the E string. Then I'm going to slide over to the 20. And then I did another few bends there. So it's a really simple move just to move up the fretboard. So there you go. There are 4 awesome Masala guitar licks, man. You know you love them, isn't it? I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I would love to hear which one you liked the most out of those 3 licks. And leave a comment in the comments box below and let me know. It'd be much appreciated. This guitar's lovely as well. My Masala guitar, man. My Vola Zenith. Alrighty guys, have a fantastic week. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification as well so you know when new videos come out. Also, please do give the video a thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Share it with your friends on your social media, on Facebook, Instagram, etc as well. You know you wanna be part of the Masala Guitar Revolution, man, isn't it? And if you'd like to support the channel, then you can do so via Patreon or purchasing a t-shirt, or you can check out the guitar course that I did with Nick Layton called Sunset Strip Hard Rock Heroes. Yeah! And we have an Easter special going on at the moment where you can get 25% off and also 2 fantastic bonuses, so do check that out. The link is in the description box below, so do click that link and check that out, guys. It is much appreciated and helps out so much to keep this channel going and me doing my thing and bringing you more Masala guitar, man. Yeah! Alright guys, I am going to be back with more really soon. In the meantime, here is the playthrough one more time because it is so beautifully sweet and sensual and Masala guitar. See you guys. See you soon. Bye!